ART stands for active release technique. So a lot of the time when you ever get a massage, you'll find that people will press down on a trigger point and you're like, ah, that hurts. Not kind of the idea of ART. So if we think about our elbow, it extends and flexes, but the muscle attaches from the elbow, also attaches to the wrist or to the shoulder. So what we will do is we literally, it's called a pin and stretch. So we pin the muscle or restrict it, and it's shortened range of motion. And then what we do is we hold that tension and we go through a lengthen response. So we're looking to restore the length in the muscle. Sometimes we get scar tissue adhesions, so ART looks to unglue that so we restore that movement. So you can literally, like with the foam roller, you could pin it and then you could roll it, but the challenge is you're not able to get the other portion of the joint. So it's good if you're working one point, but the good thing with an ART practitioner, they're good at active release technique. They're looking to release that fascia or that muscle tension so it opens up. So it's a real big game changer when it comes to working with people in the gym. Well, preferably before you get injured. But if you do get injured, you get a restriction or you feel impingement in the shoulder or the hip or pain, then obviously the best time to do it is right away. A lot of the time when people get injured is they stop training for about a week or two and then they'll go and see a manual therapist or a physio or an osteo. I recommend the moment you experience it, that's the best time to see it because you can restore the movement ASAP. And if you can start moving better on your own, then your body's naturally going to help itself. Best thing at Vitruvian Health is we do structural balance assessments and we do movement screenings. If we see any red flags, you've got a restriction in your shoulder, and you're like, I'm kind of stuck. Our team are qualified and myself, I'm an ART practitioner, so I can step in and literally free up that structure right away. So then when you go to train, you're not at risk of injury. So the best time is when we see a red flag, and that's why we assess people when we're doing it, and that's the best time to implement. Three best things about ART is, number one, it stands for active release technique, so you're looking to release the structure or unglue a muscle. So usually if you're using a foam roller, you'll pin on the muscle and then you'll literally move like the wrist. The good thing about ART is we actually work from both structures of the joint, so detachment from the elbow and the wrist as an example, and we go through the elbow and then the wrist. So having a practitioner there is a game changer for you because obviously they're going to coach you through the movement. And you might think, oh, that's all my wrist can do. Actually, you can do 360 degrees of range of motion and your fingers are included in that. The second good thing about ART or manual therapy is that we encompass it with our movement screening. So if you, for example, can't get your arm all the way over your head, and that's the restriction you have, it could be from your lats, could be from your pecs, we actually will work on pin and stretch techniques with you to free up that structure. So we can actually find out whether it's the right thing to be doing for you, or we can make adjustments in your programs. Instead of doing, say, overhead shoulder press, we can do an incline press whilst working on freeing up and opening up your joint structure. So you can actually have what's known as the orthopedic norm to complete a movement with minimizing the risk of injury. And the third good thing about doing it is it's part of our personal training service, so one price suits all. Enjoy.